Hey everyone, I'm Manix86, and this will be a raw, unedited video tutorial of Castlevania Blloodlines featuring Eric Normal. I will work on a edited version, but in the meantime, I wanted to provide some people that want to learn the game something quick. So first, let's look at settings. You want game level normal. You can increase number of lives if you want. That's permanent in the speedrun. Set up your controls how you like. I personally like default. And you can put quick demo to skip tutorials. All right, timer starts at minus 5.70 seconds from character select. If you go on the SRC page of the game, I have posted like a basic tutorial and mechanic stuff that explains all this. So the first thing you want to do is try to grab 2 candles at a time in a jump here, just to limit the jump since you're slightly faster walking. All right. And here I grab the second coat of arms. So why? So in a few screens from now, we're going to be randomly be given by RNG either a book of gems or a book of flame spear. Now, if you're going for top times, usually if you don't get the flame spear, you reset. So you skip this coat of arms because you're getting the book upgrade anyway. But in this case, where I'm showing you guys that you can either go flame or gem and it'll be fine. Okay, so you just want to jump when you get close to this candle here so you kill the zombie. Grab the invincibility here, a candle, and an axe. Make sure you have no more than 6 gems leaving this room. We're going to make a safe state on the other side here. Alright, so you see where my spear is standing on the ground there? That's my visual cue. When Eric runs and gets to that point, I'll do a full jump to the right. And when Eric starts descending from the jump, I will do a full spear attack, which will hit not only the eye enemy, but break the first 2 blocks down on the right where the book is. And then I'll do 1 crouch and another spear. So let's look at that live. So you go here, bam. And there we go. I'll just show it a few times. Bam, duck, shoot. That makes sure the eye just moves out of the way before your spear up. There we go. Okay. One more time. Practice this. It's not too difficult. So now because we have the gem spear, we'll have to gather candles enough along the way. Here, just jump in timely fashion to make sure the bats spawn above you or not in your way, like that. Okay, let's make a save here. The Cerberus. Okay, you see where I'm standing here? Okay, this is too far. Let me load it. There's a safe pixel here, right there. So you want to land, if you look at Eric's head, it's kind of in line with the column between the 2 windows. When you're in the center of that, right about where I am, you shouldn't be getting hit by any glass that breaks around. So you want to try to get to that position when you can and just attack the hellhound. If you get hit here, it's not a big deal. You do have the gem spear. If you get the flame spear, you want to jump backwards here and avoid the dog flame. Like this. If you're not in line, you still have time to adjust like that. If he's howling later on. But just get used to getting into position right away so you know how to get there fast. You get hit with this spear again, it's not a big deal. Sometimes you'll get all flames like that, you're lucky. Alright, let's move on. So here you want to spear jump when you touch the candle, like this. Grab a ladder. Or you want to grab all the gems here and kill this skeleton. Jump an axe. Okay. So why am I pausing here? Let me make a save first. Okay. You notice the line. Let me back up a little bit. Okay. The line on the floor where Eric is standing on is a visual cue. When you walk onto that, you want to jump on the orange block ahead of you. And the reason for that is you're going to set up the bone pillar that's coming up to shoot in a delayed fashion, but it'll give you time to do the spirit jump, which is a 3 pixel window, so it does take practice. So you can walk up to it like this and just land it like that. You just want to practice ducking at the right time. You see there how I move forward, it turned around fast to hit. That's why we do it from here. There we go. That's how I like to do it. Davictus has found this buffer, so if you stand here and jump here, and once your front foot has walked past the line, look underneath, the line is sort of between the 2 feet. You want to do 2 full jumps. Bang, bang. Oops, sorry. Easier in motion. Let's go, bang. There we go. So that should land you right where you need to. So practice this. Take the method that you like. I think both are great. Oh. I always forget that save states are finicky. Don't worry, we have save states for just about everything here. I believe that would be gem vertical climb. Yeah, close enough. Here we go. So jump, 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 jump axe, jump, jump. Oops. If you get hit with the spear again, it's not a big deal. Here you want to attack when you hit the green wheel or close. Okay. I hesitated there because I was thinking in my head, so I'll just show that properly again. Which is okay, you get to see this screen again because it's like the first one that requires, you know, some amount of tech and precision. I'm just gonna kill this guy, okay? Pretend like he was there. Okay. Gonna make a jump here. So you want to hold up here. Okay. Now you see the big green wheel with the spikes. When I'm gonna get to the wheel, like just as I'm about to touch it with my sprite, I'm gonna do a full jump to the right and kill an enemy. Like this. Okay, I was a little late because of the save state, but the reason why you want to do that is be able to jump on that turning block before it flips over again, like this. And that's, we'll call him Skelly the Gatekeeper. The Gatekeeper can either be completely on the left like that and harmless, or he can be in your way. If you have this spear, it's not a big deal. If he hits you, you move on. If you have the flame spear, you're dead. Alright. So when you get up here, as soon as you land, do an up axe forward and then jump hit. So again, let's say you're landing. Boom. Boom. Jump. Jump. Grab the mirror. Okay, here you have 2 choices. You can either You can either jump up like this, grab the stairs and leave, or jump to the right here and do 2 spear jumps like that. I personally like to do the double spear jump because I have a chance at the frame perfect spear jump, which is also explained in the document. We're just gonna make a save state here for argument's sake. Okay. Alright. So this is a pretty precise screen in the sense that you can't stop moving for most of it or else you're off timing. So in the middle, there's an oscillating blade that you need to follow. So you want to hold right this whole screen. Now the things you need to pay attention to is the first candle next to us. When you reach that candle, you're going to do a short hop and axe throw to kill the two skeletons above your head. But your axe can't be too far as to hit the weapon candle ahead of you. It's not a big deal with the normal spear, but with the flame spear, that will change to your super sub weapon, which you don't want. So it looks like this, and you want to keep holding right. Jump again when the blade is about to hit you. 1 axe, 2 axe, wait, and kill that guy. You want to wait for the axe to hit. So again, these guys are RNG, so sometimes they might jump away. They can be annoying like that. Make sure you duck on the third hit there so you don't get hit by a spinning ball. See, like that, he can jump. If he jumps, just jump back at him. If you have the flame spear, you're going to get the sub weapon, unfortunately, which you'll have to use for the second part of the stage, or the second part right here, which will cause a lot of lag. But it beats beating the weapon. Okay. Forgot that first candle there, but you want to grab that one if possible. Grab every candle that's in your way. Okay. Here you want to jump twice. Wait. Jump up. Go into the 2 spears as soon as you get in. Let me just do that one again because it was a little fast. Good old save states, playing the music where you were. Okay. Okay. We'll grab this candle. You can do a down stab. Okay, let's make a save state here. Okay. So the first thing I want to talk about is screen transitions. So you notice how I started here and I didn't press forward and I'm ahead of the screen. So during screen transitions, there's a certain part where Eric walks automatically and your inputs don't work. It's about that length. So you'll learn it naturally, but in this case it's really important because as soon as you gain control of your character, that's when you'll do 2 full jumps to the right, 2 spear jumps so you can get the candles at the same time. The second one will hit the dragon, and you wait a moment and you jump over the dragon. Like this. It's not a tight window or anything, it's just jump, wait, jump. And then, of course, you can jump up here. And here, before the boss, you want to grab the gems. You should get the flame spear somewhere in this forward, like that. Okay, now let's talk about the famous armor battler. Don't take this. The reason why is I'll show you. It's a boomerang. And in the stage 2, right at the start, you're going to pick up a boomerang almost inevitably. And you'll end up with the super sub weapon again, but you want the boomerang in stage 2. So you're going to stay on flame spears so that if you pick up a boomerang, it's fine. Okay, this is armor battler. So this is the position you want to be on for the start of this fight. It's full of RNG, so I'm not going to spend a whole lot. You'll just need to practice this fight and understand it. But this is always the same start. So stay on the edge most right of the platform. It doesn't need to be as bad as I have it there. But then you want to hit him twice before he jumps over your head. Once he goes above your head and when you land. Okay, I missed it there. That's okay. So you want to react to his attacks and keep in range. The goal is to keep the spear if you can, but this boss is full of RNG. When he loses his spear, he can just kick you. That was a super nice, generous pattern. So you'll notice when he reaches certain HP points, he kind of knocks back and loses a piece of him that will cancel his attacks if he's performing one. So those were good fights. Sometimes you can do a charge, you can do all kinds of things that are annoying. Just get familiar with the range of all the weapons. Okay, I'm just out of range of his kick here, so I got really lucky. Anyway, you get the concept. Sometimes he can try jumping over you, etc. And grab the orb as soon as it appears using a flame jump. Spear jump, pardon me. And that's stage 1. Raw unedited stage 1. Stage 2. Like I said, right about here is where you'll get the boomerang. So you want to hold spear this guy. So if you hold, the spear stays out a little longer and hits an extra hit. Here you want to use just a jump attack to stun him. Okay. Now, about halfway into this platform, see the end of my spear where it's reaching? When you get about there, you'll jump and throw a boomerang. And then sometimes you'll kill him, sometimes he'll just stun enough that you go underneath. Like that. Now make sure you always do the flame spear to be sure. Okay. This one's a little bit more precise. So you want to throw your boomerang while jumping forward, but you want to throw it just above that weapon candle that you see. Like that. And that will stun him enough so you can walk underneath. If you throw it perfectly, you might kill him with 4 hits. So the way I feel it is when I start descending and my jump is when I throw the boomerang. You see? Sometimes you can get a perfect hit. It's not a big deal if you kill him or not. Here are mermans. You just want to jump like this and kill them because it's honestly RNG where they spawn. Okay. Here, watch out the pink ball. I like to jump over it like that. You're gonna grab the axe here. This is an auto scroller, but it's important not to lose your spear if possible. Keep your range from the minotaurs and get them in between their attacks. Grab some extra gems along the way. You'll need a lot at the end of this stage. Okay, here just listen for his attacks. There, I know he just attacked, so that's when I'll go after him. Same thing here, just let the little pink ball go over here, just jump over it like that. Same thing here, listen for the minotaur. Okay, I see him now. So you don't want to over rush him. Okay, I'm gonna save here. There's 2 things you can do. I can either jump and throw some axes as the minotaur, like that. But sometimes he's out of range, as you can see. Let's try it again. And then you can jump up here, and you're ready to grab these steps. The other option, you can hang around, listen, 1 hit, 2 hits, and then you get up, you wait for him to hit again, like that. So do what you feel comfortable. Honestly, for the longest time I did this method because it was safer. Because I don't have to worry about where the minotaur is, I just have to listen to his hits. Alright, so coming up is the mini boss. This is the water mage. So let's see what the water mage does first. As you can see, he teleports behind you. But if you hit him, he also goes behind you. So that's his mechanic. But look at what happens if you turn your back to him. He always goes behind you, and then you can inch your way next to him. Then you can spear him up like that and you get stuck behind you. So that's the basic mechanic you need to understand. So start like this. You don't even need to use any fancy stuff. Just turn around when he's about to blink. Even if he happens to be close like that, it'll still work. Okay, now for the second mechanic. When you get to that first candle, throw an up axe and turn around just as it's about to hit him. Oops. This takes a little bit of practice. And then you have a little bit of a head start. Okay, that's one way. Let's do it again. If you're comfortable, you can do a jump like that. And the next step is the advanced strat. So you want to do an up axe, jump, turn around, throw a small axe, and then you do it. Now the turnaround is really precise, so he spawns in front of you. You can even add a jump like that if you feel confident. That's the fastest way to kill the water mage. So you can also do it standing like that. Both methods are super good. Okay, that's the water mage. Next up is the armor. First, we need to kill these birds. You can use potions like this. That's probably the easiest method. So sometimes you'll get him like this with the spear, but you need the flame spear. And the jumps are pretty precise. I recommend just starting like this. Oops. Well, not like that, sorry. Just grab the candles and boom, boom. Just 2 holy waters on the birds. Just make sure you get rid of these candles. If you miss him, just kill him like that. Very important. I personally like to do this and this. And if I miss him, I still have the chance at the holy water. But yeah. Holy water is easy there because you're in this trajectory. Okay. So there's an axe in there. We're going to need that. I'm going to demonstrate this and then we'll explain it. Okay, so there was 2 mini bosses there. There was 1 despawn and a kill from the side. So first the despawn. When you reach about here, so my visual cue is, if you look at the back statue, there's some green moss on the base showing up. Whenever Eric is just about to touch it, like I'm doing like that, I'll turn around and throw an up axe really fast like that, and that will despawn this boss. So the reason you do that is it despawns the guy on the left. So this is the boss that you actually couldn't see off screen. As you can see, he's got a lot of attacks. 2. Okay. So let's do this again. Okay, there's 2 ways you can do this fight. So you can take it safe like this. Just take a couple hits. If you feel confident, you can throw 3 in there. He will jump after a little bit. Not fast enough. Okay, make sure you grab the axe. Thanks, save states. The other one is you do this buffer. This is very hard. I don't know how to explain this into words except practice. Just practice your buffer or your setup so that when you get to the side of the screen, the boss is about to hit you. Be ready to time and jump over his attacks. Note that if you get hit, it's okay. You're gonna lose the spear anyway in the next screen. You can finish him off. Play around with that. Look at people's video tutorials. They have different ways of doing it. This was Black SR's method that I learned from, and it's my favorite. If you get hit like that, you can still recover. As long as you don't get hit more than twice. So you're going to ignore these. Okay, let me just try to get there, the flame spear, so I can explain here. The next screen. Okay, so we did really good. We didn't get hit. So here, all you want to do is walk off the edge and hold up and right, and you'll grab the steps right at the edge like that. If you don't hold up, well, you die. Make sure you're holding up. Boom. Grab these first 3 candles here. Alright. So here, we're going to intentionally lose the spear. Why? Because we're going to take several amounts of damage boost soon. And we need to start counting candles from here. So if you've looked at the tutorial, it takes 30 candles to get back to the main sphere. Perhaps 31. So you want to just carefully descend here. Try not to get hit because you'll be losing a lot of health very soon. So the Medusas always spawn in your horizontal axis, much like most Castlevanias. So you don't need to chase after them. Let them come to you and then make your move. Okay. The exception here, we're not going to take the candles that are at the bottom there. But if you missed one along the way, you can offset your count again by taking some of them. Just want to hold right here, and as soon as you can move, do a jump hit. Kill that Medusa. Okay. Alright. So let's talk about this next screen, but first I'll show it. So this screen is a series of precise movement and jumps and damage boosting. It's a really fun screen when you get the hang of it, though. So you want to break some structures, you're able to step on them. Here we go. So you want to try to be in movement as much as you can. If you miss one candle or two, it's okay, but don't try to miss too many. You want to break this statue, kill this guy, hit this, hold upright, then jump on the steps while holding upright still. And there you go. So all of this. Start by jump spearing this, attacking this guy. Okay. So here there's 2 things you can do. Let's save. You can either do an up axe when you reach the weapon candle and keep walking right. Like that. That will kill this guy and the statue. If you're not comfortable doing that, you can just come on in and break the statue. You'll be stopped a little bit here by the head when you're moving, but it's really not a big deal. If you feel comfortable learning this axe, it's not that difficult though. Here you just want to jump near the peak. Alright, so here's the first deboost. So you see all the tiles that I'm stepping on have little lines in between each block. That's my visual cue. So when I reach 2 lines before the skull, I'm going to hold right and jump into it, and it's going to knock me down. Instead of knocking me backwards, it's going to knock me a little down, so I'm still going to be in the statue. I'm going to walk forward and get hit to the right. So boom. Oops. I was going to say, it's going to hit me, isn't it? There we go. And you kind of want to wait into the second hit. Why? It's so that it pushes you backwards and or forward, I should say, and past the bone dragon, which is really important. This bone dragon can be a pain in the butt to deal with. So normally he's always got the same pattern, so you can do this every time. Here, just jump and spear this guy. There's 2 things you can do here. The simple ways, you can jump and attack this guy, then do the same thing here. The other option, you can throw an axe when you get close, but it's a little more dangerous, as you saw. But the axe will knock you forward, so you get less of a knockback and less lag. I don't recommend this unless you want to do all the advanced stuff, but I wanted to show it. So start by just killing this guy. Jumping, jumping, down stab this, jump, jump. So there's not much to the rest of this segment here. Okay, here. You want to kill him as soon as you jump through up axe, and it's going to break that. So you already have a clear path when you get here. Hold up right here, jump, hold up right. Okay. So the other option is you jump from about here and kill him, and then you can still continue. So as you can see, it's a little mess if you get hit. You have to be careful. This is my strat that I like. I find it less complicated, but of course, you're free to choose the method that you like. You can jump always here and you'll get a buffer. You'll always kill that guy and always hit that. That's another method. Okay. So this is the last segment. Don't jump down or go down too fast here because you see there's water. So if you submerge into water, you're going to get hurt. So you should get your spear in one of these 3 candles and you'll jump down to the boss. So 1, 2, there you go. There's a little lag here from the Minotaurs, so you just want to wait there a little bit and jump down after the water has gone down. So this boss, not going to spend a whole lot of time. I like to hang to the right of the platform and spam while crouched. Everybody has a little bit of a different preference here. Just try it and get a feel. The reason why I do it this way is I find there's less of a chance of a shot to whiff. And then you want to break the golem's body a little bit. So if you don't have the spear, then this is like a minute plus fight. Long and brutal. Or you gotta break his whole body to get down. That's stage 2. Alright, moving on to stage 3. Our friends the Harpies. Okay. So the start of this screen is a little specific, but you'll find it's not that hard once you get a hang of it. When you reach the first candle, the harpy will have come down enough that you can jump here, spear him twice like that. Okay, so let's talk about this because this is a very particular thing that you cannot control. So sometimes instead of a harpy dying in 2 hits, his head will pop off and there's going to be like 400 million sprites of lag and he takes another hit. If that happens, you just have to wing it. Like here, I'm probably going to throw a sub-weapon and kill both. You know, there wasn't much more I could have done there. So bang, bang. Okay, let's talk about this part. So you see the white block. Normally you could jump on it way sooner. But what you want to do is intentionally walk into it a little bit. And that will make the harpy come down more. And then you can reach him. And same here, wait till it comes down and kills him. Here, hit the harpy when you reach the candle. So jump, jump. Spear up here, don't go down path. Jump over. Same thing here, wait till it comes down. Here, hold spear, jump, intentionally get hit. Okay, so why do we intentionally get hit here? Well, in truth, the fastest speed route involves not getting hit here. But there's so much RNG to deal with that for a tutorial purpose, I'm going to show you the consistent way, which is intentionally getting hit here. And you want to grab the first candle that you see when you're killing the Minotaur. So if you don't get hit by the Minotaur, try to get intentional hit to the harpy that's around. Anything like that is fine. And get out of there. Here's the steps. So what you want to do is basically grab candles while you're jumping up and always holding upright. So upright, 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 upright. Okay. Like that. Okay, so here you want to jump and down stab while holding right. This will allow you to get into the screen transition without that happening. Now he's woken up there, so there we go. Something like that. Okay. You have to be, obviously I made my save state at a terrible place, but you get it. So 1, 2, wait. And you always want to jump here. Try to grab the last candle. Okay, so let's save, kill this guy and save here. There we go. So as soon as you get in, do 3 jumps. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's the beauty of harpies, just messing everything up. When you get to the edge, just... This is why I'm not getting you guys to come here with this flame spear. It's just awful. Okay? But this is the most consistent setup that I know of. It's still not consistent, but it's something. Just try to get up there. They're just going to be all over the place. There's not much you can do. 1, 2, 3. Past the candle. If he knocks you to the right, good, and you're out of here. Okay. Bone Dragon Balls. A couple ways you can do this. This is the annoying method with just diagonal spears. Don't do that. You have a nice axe. Let's use it. When you hug the right here, you can do a lot of shots. If he goes to the left, just shoot him to the left. That's one way. You know, you don't need to jump or anything. I recommend to. So we'll talk about that here. So when you get about here, you can do a jump axe to get him a little bit faster. Still a quick kill. Let's talk about another attack that you can do. You can do the up axe jump. Okay, you want to do it from further. So my visual cues, when I get to this candle, I'll jump. And when I get to about this corner in the air of the blue window, I'll do an up axe. So it looks like this. And you throw another axe when you can, and 3 more to the side of the window. The up axe is precise, so don't worry if you miss it. Just know if you miss it, you'll need to throw 2 more axes at the boss. But this is my favorite kill. Try that. So you want to throw the up axe when you're starting to downward trajectory. That's a little low, too low. Okay. So, like that. Nope. I thought that was good. So it's fairly precise. Like this is that's the gravy shot. There we go. So above this boss, you hug the right. Do you see how like the exit is just slightly to the right? So you're actually not transitioning unless you hold right. Just make sure you hold right when you kill him. This is the tower climb. I recommend starting on the left here and just grab some gems on your way up. So the gem count is fairly precise in this stage, so you'll need to get the flame spear just before the boss. I recommend holding right most of the time. So these, like there, that was not a good example, but those Medusas, They always spawn again to your axis, so if you're slow at climbing up, you can just force them to always spawn below you, basically. Most of them. Don't edge these platforms. Okay, so that's why you have to be careful with those platforms. They are, the edges are questionable. Well, I get to show this again, which is fine. There we go. There's an extra candle on the left there. You can actually reach it with an axe from here, if you're ever short on candles. I'm just going to intentionally skip one here because I know I was on good count. Okay. Okay, so let's talk here. So this is not anything spectacular, but you see the window that's open to my left? When I'm going to start seeing the light blue piece right above it, right there, that confirms that I can spear jump up. Oops. And hold right. Okay, this is the mummy room. Okay, well, I'm going to make a save state at the mummy room next time. I apologize for that. But I can talk about the mummy room before we get there. So the mummy room just consists of that, mummies, and some bats. So you want to do some specific movements that will not only get you through the room fast, but it will also despawn a mummy. I always get hit there sometimes, so I just not panic, because most of the time it just knocks me on another block. It's pretty monk-ass. You shouldn't take that strat. Okay, almost back there again. Here, jump to the left fast before the platform above me appears. Okay. So first thing here, as soon as you get in, you'll do an up axe. Jump over the bat and hold your spear to kill these mummies. Duck 3 times here. Jump up here. Okay. So right when I'm standing here, there's normally a mummy. There isn't, and I'll explain why in a moment. Okay. So the mummy at the top right, let's see if we can go see it. That might have actually despawned it. Yeah, that despawned it. So it's relative to the left position on the platform. Oops. Yeah, here it's not a big deal. You still haven't lost your spear. Okay. This will despawn the mummy because I'm too far right. So it's relative to this block. Let me kill these guys so I can explain it. Okay. So if you jump too early and you land on the very edge of this and you spear up, there's going to be a mummy over there that will be there. Let's see if this causes it to appear. No. So once you despawn it, you despawn it. Just make sure you're not too on the left. I'm just hoping I could show the mummy. There it is. So if you jump too on the edge of the platform, this mummy is there and it just causes a headache. Okay. So make sure you jump a little further on the platform. Like this, that's fine. A little bit on the steps, and the mummy's gone. And just jump up here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Turn around and kill it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn around and kill it. Everybody has their method here. Not going to spend a little time on it. If you don't kill it, it's going to start swirling around you and you'll have other chances. Here, hold right when you see the third platform, spear on it, go right again, and just spear up whenever the gargoyles appear above your head. Here's one more after the holy water. And then jump right. Kill this guy, count 7, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry, I was on the 7th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I sort of wait here and I kill it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the reason for that is right here, there's a transition screen. This will time it perfectly. So you can jump off screen like that. So if everything's right, you should get your spear in one of these last 2 candles. If you don't, there's a couple more over here that you can take. But you want them before because you're going to grab the axe. And you need this special weapon already to turn into the axe. Okay. The boss is a giant gargoyle. Okay, 1, 2. So when it flies there, it's going to do a couple swirls. When it's on the opposite side of you for the last swirl, that's when you want to get ready to do an axe. Maybe even a little bit before. Like that. Then do an up spear, up axe, attack. Okay, so let's look at that again. 1, 2, jump, jump. We're going to do the same thing for phase 2, except we're looking the other way. Okay. Phase 3 is a little different. He's going to come down. You want to try to hold the metal so you don't move a lot. And just watch where he lands. And then react. Because he could sometimes land right on you. But you can react to him if you stay about in the middle. If you want to get fancy, you can time an axe here. And kill him a little faster like that. But generally speaking, you want to make sure that just kill him. And it's not a big deal if you lose the spear against this boss because you lose it in the beginning of the next screen. And this is the orb that you don't need to, if you jump perfectly there, you don't need to spear jump. I missed it there, but it's okay. Alright, that's stage 3. Moving on to stage 4. So stage 4. So there's 2 things you can do here. My gem count is healthy here. So what I normally do is I just walk right. You want to get hit once, at least during the end of this stage. Preferably, a skeleton will do it for you. If not, you want to deboost this one, like that. You kind of want to jump underneath him when you're close. The other option is you can just keep jumping like this. It's a lot slower, but it's definitely a lot safer. The reason it is if he throws bones, you're going to grab them in midair. But you still want to try to lose your spear here. Something like that. Worst case, there's this guy here. Okay, so you want to have lost your spear and have 1 candle out of here. The magic number here before the blade skip is 24. So here you'll do 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. So this treadmill that you're on, you see how there's little wheels underneath where I'm stepping? if you jump on the second rightmost wheel, between the second and third rightmost wheel, you can do this and fall straight through without using the steps. So again, let's look at this again. 1, 2, 3. If you're a little late on the jump, then you can just take like a step forward. So just get used at looking at the ground to see from where the jump is good. If you miss it, it's not a big deal. All you have to do is just go down the steps a little bit. You don't want to jump right away when you go down, or you'll hit the skeleton above you, like Bonkum. But yeah, this is not too much of a... See, this is what happens if you miss it. Then you have to take the steps anyway. Yeah, practice it. It's not too much effort to learn, and it's fun. It's a feel-good jump. Grab this, come down, jump over, get into this door. Coming up, this screen can be a little scary at the start. Jump twice on these steps as soon as you get to this candle right here. 1, 2. Then you kind of just want to ride it based on the waves. So if the lag carries you forward, walk on it. If it carries you backwards, jump on it. So 1, 2. Of course, you can take it a little slower if you want, but this skeleton here can sometimes jump on you when you're on the steps. And that's really annoying, but it's a rare thing. And this one, you just want to hit it once when you come down, and once more, twice more when you duck. Okay, so jump, jump, jump. Boom, boom, boom. I'll show you a little strat if you want to be adventurous. You can use some axes here. So you can do something like this. Oops. Oh, it worked anyway. As you can see, if you throw an axe on the last jump, axe on the last jump, you'll hit the skeleton once, so you'll have to spear him one less time. So jump, jump. It is death, by the way, if you fall down there. Alright, look, I'll move on after this. Okay. Just go normally here. Cool. Coming up is the zip. First I'll show it. Okay, that's the second best zip. So how the hell does that work? Here's my visual cue. There's more than one visual cue, but this is my visual cue. As soon as I pass, as soon as my head passes the last candle here to the left of Eric's head, that's where I stop. And then I look for the moving piston to completely cover the little gray platform in front of it. When it does, what you want to do is do a fast roll of B to B, C while holding forward. So you'll want to do like a jump axe. It's really fast, like this. Just do a fast roll. What that will cause you is to jump a little higher. So this has been proven that Eric's sprite gets shifted upwards a little bit when you throw an axe. Enough to put his head into the orange piece of the wall right above us. It will allow us to zip. And you want to hold right when you're facing the hole until you touch the pillar, and then you'll switch and hold left. Then you stop holding left. If you get over zipped here, you can just spear jump out. That's fine. So here's what happens if you don't hold left. You don't travel in the wall. So you want to hold left to not get hit there when you get into the wall. Okay, when you get about there, that can happen. This is going to take a lot of practice. Like, even I miss it. Okay, let go. And then when you get to the piston, the last piston, you press right and jump. So hold left, let go at left, right, and jump. That will bring you here. Let's go. If you get exited early, it's fine. Here, you just want to jump there. You can wait for the Medusa if you're not comfortable with the jump attack, because they can throw you in the pit. That's bad. Here, there's nothing to do. You're at the mercy of the skeletons. Now, let's talk about this screen. Here, there's a really precise jump. If you land on this edge of the platform I'm about to land and you do a spear jump, you can land on the little gear above me. The problem with that is it's so precise that it's really easy to miss. Fortunately, there's a buffer for this, which is you go down the steps and you hold right when getting up. Whoops. You'll land on it kind of like that and be able to spear up. So just go down and back up. That's all it is. And you'll be in the right spot. Like this. You can do it really fast. So I recommend this method. It's not a big time loss. And it's faster than going up here. Like that. Which was the backup before. You just want to do that. Shouts to Clage for figuring it out lately. This screen we're not going to spend too much time on. I'm not sure where my candle count is, but you want to be at 24 before the end of the screen. I believe this is 24. I'll see. Let me just do all of this screen to make sure I'm on the right count. Then I'll be able to replicate it. So we'll see blade skip here and I'll explain it in a moment. Okay, so that's why you don't wanna, that's why you want 24 gems. So you can get your spear in this screen. In the first, preferably in these first 3 candles at most. The magic numbers between 23 and 25 candles, but I always recommend to count to 24 in case you're one off or one over. It has you covered. Alright. So Frank. You can either wait till he shoots, then just go in like this safely. When he punches the ground, jump on this and finish him off. You can do an up stab axe like that to do a little bit faster damage. Okay. The other option is do a jump axe on the tip here. You'll take damage. I'm a little late on my save state here. Normally you can hit him before he starts moving forward. It's my fault, but yeah, you can, that's one more method you can do. You can check out my PVI demonstrated, but this is the method I recommend. Just up axe out of safety. As soon as you get in, like that, just time your hits, and if you're too late there, you get hit. Health is a little bit of a concern in this stage, so you do want to avoid hits if you can. which is why I recommend this method and just waiting. You'll always do the attack up there and then he'll do the slam. Okay, so let's talk about, oops, shit. Let's talk about blade skip after I make a proper save. Okay, so shoutouts to Vivictus for figuring out this buffer. So let's talk about blades here. So as you can see, not every piece of the blade has a hitbox. There's only certain spots in it that can hurt you. The tips for sure. Okay, and you do a ton of damage. So they found out that if you do 3 spear hits as soon as you enter the screen or while you're holding right, without holding them, so make sure you do light taps, you'll do a setup to get it every time. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, and you walk up to here. My visual cue is that little blue gear underneath the blade that you see that pops out about halfway. When Eric's body is about half into it, that's when I jump. Obviously in this case, in the save state, it's hard, which is why I made it before. So it's 1, 2, 3, jump, kill this one, kill this one. If you miss it, it's okay, get him with the axe. Let this one live. And get hit to get past the last blade. Okay. So we'll take practice, don't worry. It's not as scary as it is. Or as it looks. As long as you keep holding right. Grab some candles along the way. Which is why you stopped at 24. So let's just count the candles. There's one here, so 25. 26. Weapon candle doesn't count. 27. 28. 29. Usually I get it in the first tier. But I made it here. But yeah. Any of these two is ideal. So that's blade skip. Practice it. Watch the BBs. It's outside. Outside is no easier. So let's look at the save method first, which is always using your sub weapon. Okay. Just carefully use your sub weapon. You have a lot of ammo in this route, so don't be afraid to use it a little bit. This one, if you're comfortable, you can jump at him and kill him. Okay. But the fast route is you want to jump off this platform, jump off this one, kill him with your spear at max range, jump, use the spear button, jump again, right to this corner. Oh, it's so difficult, but you'll train it and you'll get it. Wait for this one, and this one you do the same way. So it's an extremely difficult screen, but that's one of the best methods known. So jump there, make sure you don't get the back current of the platform. Jump on the edge most there to get this shot out. There we go. This you'll have to do a lot of practice. I've spent hours on the screen. Okay, now you're safe. And here, move a little bit, jump and get 7 gems for free. And you can just walk past. Now, Gear Steamer's a hard boss. I'll show him a couple times. This is another one you'll just need to practice. 2, 3, 4. Diagonal spear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13. Back up when he shrugs. 3, 4, 5, 6. Back jump. Okay. This is as hard as it looks. So my first visual cue is right here. Maybe a little further back, but right here. So the gray platform in the back there has an X-like figure in it. And there's like a little piece that attaches it in the middle. Whenever I get to that piece with my head partially under it, I know I'm in the right spot. And you'll want to time your jump. So as soon as he turns around, you can hit him. You do 4 jumps. 1, 2, 4. Here I line up with the X-like figure right above me here. So there's a lot of visual cues in this fight. When he gets close to the gray platform, I'll do an upright stab. So like that. And 5 hits. If you're not comfortable doing the jumps, you can do like I did there. Okay. So let's do it again. So here. Right here, X, upright. So as you see, I was late there and I missed a hit, so it's going to change its patterns. If it changes patterns, just be careful. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oop, I missed a hit there. Just be mindful that you can do a spear jump like that if you miss, but you're going to be behind a hit, so just avoid that attack and get him when he's on the ground. So this fight, he does attacks based on phases that he reaches at certain HP, so if you're off script, it's going to change. It says jump, upright, up, jump, 2, 3. Okay, you see right above my head there's like a brown post. That's where I try to land to do all the last hits. Oops. Then I back up to the yellow post here when he gets angry, and I'll jump back to the brown post. Okay, I do 4 hits, and he's gonna crouch. I do 2 more hits, and then I'm gonna do a backwards jump spear. As you see, I was a little late even just explaining it. So it's precise. If you feel like you're off timing, just back up and let him do a pattern and read it. See, if you jump too early, it's crazy like that. So learn the timing so that you can jump back to the dark brown post. There we go. You get up here to grab the orb. I recommend you check out Vivictus's BB. He is a much different fight that is just as efficient. Okay, now we talk about stage 5. Stage 5 is probably the bane of many runs, along with 4. So there's 2 strats you can do here. If you're just starting, you can jump into a flame like this. It's going to cause a lot of lag, but you're going to break everything in your path here. So that flashing powder reverses the control. The other strat, you'll grab this potion. When you get to this lump and you start descending, you'll do a full jump water throw. And then you'll jump spear that one, so your spear will kill the top vine and your potion will kill the bottom vine. So like this. There we go. Now this powder reverses your controls. Okay, so left is right, right is right. That's the only thing that's reversed though. So you do want to intentionally get reversed if you can, just so you know. Just knowing that you're reversed is peace of mind. Okay, so you'll hold left here, wait, then go again, intentionally get hit by the powder. Okay, here, there's a circle that appears, so make sure you hit. Okay. This is a pretty hard screen at first. You'll just have to get used to jumping in the powder intentionally and reversing your controls. I think that's what's easiest. That way you can do the hard part. Here we go, and you stop reversing right here. Let's make it save. This is the zombie segment. When you get to the right side of the waterfall and the other one jump and kill him. When you touch his head, do a spear attack and keep going. You'll avoid the ball. If you do it correctly, you can jump and stun the other one. Let's see. All in one motion. There we go. You'll pass it, but you'll be able to hit the other one just when it's out of your range. So bang, bang. Here we go. You want to do it from far, because if you go from too close, the second ball spawns and it changes the pattern. So let's look at that. Let's say I made it up to here. Okay, well it worked anyway. Forget what I'm saying. I don't know this game. Here's how you would do it lazily. You just wait. Then you would duck and wait. You just can't wait too long because the red guys are behind you. Okay. So let's talk about this screen. This is the monkeys. Here's a safe way to do it. You'll do up axe to hit it once, and then you'll do a giant spear. This one you can duck. This one you can wait and jump over when it swings back. The other method, well, it involves just your spear, holding right without stopping. And you can jump here a little later and make it over. I don't recommend this method right away, but if you feel comfortable learning this right away, you can definitely do that. It's swag. Just kill him. You don't have to do that. Okay, the chandelier's room. So you just want to force the chandeliers to fall on the enemies here and kill the other ones with your spear. You inch close to them and back up just to force the chandelier to fall. Okay, practice that. Now, there's two things you can do here. There's a nice here. There's one method which is saving your spear, which is really hard. I won't show that one. The other one is when you get here, just after that last candle, jump intentionally into the night, avoid them, and take 2 hits. And grab the 2 candles, very important because you'll need all the candles in your way. This is the bone tower. So normally it takes a bunch of hits to kill this, but we're not going to do that. Again, with the lines on the ground, when you get to 2 lines from the bone tower, you're going to jump once and just hold right. So jump, hold right. Easy, right? Just hold right, jump, you'll get hit twice. Okay, this eye screen is no better. Okay. So these eyes, they shoot beams when you get into their line of sight. That's how it works. It's not even all your line of sight, as you can see when you're somewhat close to it. So when you get to the first candle here, you want to spear jump straight up. This first spear is the hardest. Or the second, sorry, right here. because he can be pretty fast at hitting you. So you want to be ready to spear. When you get here, throw an axe. If you miss him, please don't miss. And you get stuck in this mess. You can go a little bit to the left there to kill him. The safe strat is killing this eye, because that's the one that will ruin your run. Just do a little jump axe spear. Watch out, this one can sometimes throw a beam. Okay, so again, let's do it all in one motion. Please don't all get fast spears like that. That is inhuman. That's like tasks. I didn't mean to do that. Okay. You can hang out to the right side of the candle a little bit more to give you a bit more room for the first jump. And then when you get here, inch away and kill it. You can kill that one too. Okay. The harpies. Here you want to destroy all the candles. That includes the first one behind the secret pillar here. Right there. So basically you want to walk as much as possible, and if there's a harpy near you, try to avoid getting hit. Sometimes they'll be behind you, sometimes they'll be below you. I find the ducking method the best when they drop it in front of you. Just like that. Sometimes they'll just be in front of you all the time and there's nothing you can do. So it's a pretty messy screen sometimes. You're at the mercy of its RNG. Okay. So let's talk about the other room when I get there. The spiral room. Always remember to get that one behind the pillar. You can grab the mirror there, but yeah, that's why you don't want to kill too many of them. You can get the headless lag. Okay, so this room, down jump to get this, jump to the left, wait for the stair to go down a little bit, look left. When you get here, throw an axe to the left. This is to get the candle on the right there. Right. And here you want to get the 3 candles going up with an axe. Why? So you get the spear right there. And this boss, you just want to duck when he gets close to you. And watch out for his explosion. Let's see what happens there. Too close to him, sometimes he can hurt you. Not always. Not sure what the mechanic of it is. Just don't get hit. I usually just back up a little bit. I wait there. Okay. Okay. Oops. That's okay. Guess what? I have a save state to that screen as well. Segue screen. There we go. So ideally you have a sub weapon here. So you want to do some really quick. Okay, so let's look what happens when you throw. Look at the lowest shot when you duck. Okay, there's some that are going high. But if you do like a really quick duck, they go lower. A quick duck shot. So we'll lose that here. So quick duck shot. We missed it there, so you want to pay attention to how many times the first archer gets hit. Get it low enough, it'll happen like that. They'll get hit and die a lot faster. You can always spear the first one to be sure. If you do this correctly, you can do this without stopping like that. But it's a little risky. You have to know how the shot is hitting. You can hear the hits if you feel confident that they're both getting hit 6 times, twice per orb. Like there, I know it went too high, so I'm gonna wait. When you get to this line, you do another one. And when you get this line, you do another one. Just like that. So it's not that hard. You just have to shoot really fast when you duck. Otherwise it goes up like that. Even if you duck here, it's not a big deal. You just wait a little bit like that. Here you can do a down spear. Sometimes you'll only get 5 hits here. So if you do a down spear, you'll get hit. Now, shoutouts to Unedited. It is inappropriate segue night. Here's the casual way. Killing him, that's annoying. If you jump over him, oops. If you jump over him and throw a spear weapon right there by the candle, you'll despawn him. And then you want to start ducking fast for the Gatling gun guy here. Okay, this boss, you just want to hang right here. Everybody has a little different method here. That's my method. And you can only hit it after the pillar appears. So kill, move a little bit when you hit the 3rd and 4th shot. And you could repeat this. Even if you miss it there, you saw the bullet travels, but you can react to it. Right, so if you don't have 75 gems here, I like to collect some down the ramp here. Just be careful not to grab those weapon candles if you have the sub weapon. But yeah, you're gonna need some for this fight and a bunch later. Okay, this is Princess Zama's boss, so it's a ghost and it turns into moth. Let's look at the fight first. Alright. So there's a lot of buffers in there. So first, as soon as you get to this pillar, jump and hit twice, and then jump onto the pillar. So jump, jump, turn, jump, up, spear. Okay, this is consistent. Just practice it. The 3rd jump from the yellow background you'll always land on the step without jumping into her. You don't even need to hold right, you just need to press right to initiate the forward jump and then let go. So you don't accidentally walk into her. So just 1, 2, forward tap, jump, jump. Here, when she lands the ground, start doing spears just to buffer these 3 hits, 4, 5. As soon as you're done this 5th hit, jump towards him and do a flame attack. Jump back up. So he's gonna get hit twice. When you hear the 2nd damage animation, do another spear up left. And then 3 spear, duck, and do the flame spear. Okay, so jump. Oops, I'm a little too far back from the pillar there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Spear. 1, 2, 3, 4. Duck. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Okay, and that's Princess of Moss. And we'll move on to stage 6 and the final one. Stage 6 is like the refights. So here you just want to lose your spear somewhere in the screen. I recommend the last enemy. So 1, 2, get hit by this one, jump when you hit the candle. Okay. And then you get the 5 gems. So the reason we get hit there is, again, it's technically faster not to lose your spear, but it's a lot safer because you're going to get your flame spear right before the boss. So you'll get to avoid all the shenanigans. Grab one candle here, or that's what I recommend. This is the mirror room. You can do this without stopping and holding right, as long as you mimic this. Always look at Eric's feet. This is your monitor's not broken. This is just the mirror room. As long as you always do this, do a down stab there, you'll be able to do this without stopping. So again, look at the visual cues on the ground where I jump. That's what I recommend here. Here, this is the tightest visual cue. So where the red floor ends, there's like that dark to silver lining of the floor. When the spear that I'm carrying that's pointing towards the ground touches that, that's when I do 2 full jumps. Like that. Here's another one. When I land in the middle of these 2 platforms here, I'm going to do 2 more jumps. If you get hooked there, it's okay. You can still do this jump. It's a little tighter. There's methods that you can do to take this safely if you're not comfortable. So you could just... Some of them are easier, like this one you can avoid. This one is a little hard, so you can stop and kill it. This one you can stop and kill it. So you can do that. You know, there's nothing stopping you from playing with the Medusa cycles. Alright, so let's try to do it in one more piece. Without stopping. Jump, 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 jump. If you get hooked there, it's okay. Down spear that one, get the mirror, jump. Right. Now this is the upside down room this time. Now your up and down controls are reversed. So I'll have to use down to go up the stairs here. So jump and grab 1 or 2 candles there. Kill this guy. By the time you kill him, that little lightning ball is going to come. So you want to get behind it. Jump, wait here, do 3 jumps here. 2, 3, wait, and go. Okay, so let's look at that again. So candle, candle, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, wait. Got this candle. Okay. This is the famous armor battler screen. So here's where you need a lot of candles. I usually skip the first one, but I try to get all the other ones. So the goal is to always hold right, but also grab the candles. And there's these armors that are going to come. Just count to 4 when the particles are gone. So 1, 2, 3, 4. You'll either spawn in the front, 1, 2, 3, 4, or the back. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. See there, I was a little late on my count, so find a count that's comfortable for you. I like to do like a fast 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not quite full seconds. If you want, you can do all jumps. That also works. You're a little slower though. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The problem with the jumps is you also need to grab the candles, so it's hard to stay on rhythm, which is why I recommend to get a count in your head. Let's try this again. One, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, if you miss one here, it's okay, but don't miss too many. There we go. So you should get your spear somewhere here. Usually I get it just up the stairs. Okay, here I had just the exact count, so you can see that you can't miss too many. You can grab extra candles in the mirrored room, for example. So this refights, you want to go in with at least 60 gems. 63 gems, I recommend 71. At least that. This is death. Just make sure you always hit a card here. He can do attacks, he can give you meat on normal. Coming up is the first bat. So they have half HP. So first, hang to the right here and hit it twice. 1, 2. This second one's a little more trickier. So when it's about to fly to the left, you're also going to run to the left on the platform and hit it, and just let the platform get you back for the second hit. So 1, 2, like that. Takes a little practice to let the platform bring you back. It's not mandatory, it's just I find that's what's easiest. And for the final round, all you have to do is stay in the middle. Poke twice up. Okay. Now just make sure you always hit a card here. In this case, I get the meat. You don't need to grab the meat. Okay, this is Gear Steamer. Fight's a little different, but similar in style. So same thing. Get to this visual cue here, the little X. This time you'll do 2 jump hits, 2 lower hits, and another jump hit. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get to the X, do the upright hit. And here you want to do 3 more hits after they land, but you want to make sure you're up to the brown vertical post, and then you do 2 more hits up and 2 more hits down. So the fight's a lot faster and simpler in a way. These first 5 hits are the tightest ones. So I'm a little too far back there, I missed a hit. Don't try to outbeat him after that, you're not going to. Just wait for the flip. See, I missed him there. Happens. You know you'll be behind, just let him do the flip and get him on the way down. Make sure you show off Eric's strong toes here. There we go. Okay, we have 2 cards left. Another shot like this. And Golem is last, and Golem is the exact same fight. Except you'll be on the ground. So once you spawn here, hold right and shoot 1 shot. Get a little bit closer, jump, do another one, back up a little bit, and do your third one. And make sure you break the body to crumble faster. Alright, so this is death. So let's look at the easy fight first. Make sure you hit him as soon as the cards merge in. 1. Okay, that's one way. Just stay far away from him so you can react. Here's another nice way. If you miss him, it's okay. Just stand there. Here, do a spear just to avoid getting hit. And stand above him. Okay, don't do that. Don't do that fight. This first hit is important, and then jumping towards him and... Here's what I mean. You get a spear and then you kill him with this. Watch out for his little sickle that flies. He can take your spear away there if you're not paying attention. Okay, so that's the quick kill. I don't expect that for you guys to learn that right away, but if you want to learn it, do a spear. Oops. If you miss that spear, it's over. You can't do it. So time your first spear. When you hear a third hit, jump again and hit him again. Then you have to do 2 more spear hits, and you do this. If you feel you're going to be late, just do a spear hit early and not get hit. Left side kill is really difficult. Alright, have fun learning that if you want to. It's not the biggest of deal if you lose your flame spear there, but it is a likely possibility if you're not careful. Okay, so coming up is Medusa. You're going to grab the axe here, and you need at least 23 gems going into this fight. So always stand here. This is the pixel, look at the line on the floor where I'm standing. If you stand there, Medusa can't hurt you with some of the attacks. Like this one, it'll go right above your head. Make sure you duck for this one. 3 full attacks up, jump backwards. You want to delay your backup jump a little bit. Then just hit it while it's pleading for mercy. Get back to the safe spot. And finish her off. The fight is fully scripted. If you're not comfortable jumping over the tail, the backwards jump, just do a spear. It's a lot safer. The fight will be a bit slower. Alright. So this fight. The reason why you want 23 gems is to basically stand where I am right now and never move. So the way Elizabeth works here is when you hit her, she'll always spawn on the opposite side of where you are. The screen. So by standing here, you'll always hit her. So there's 2 visual clues. Always look at her split image most of the left. Here's the first visual cue. You see the far left. When it's just about to leave the screen, throw 1 axe. You'll hit her there. Okay. That's not a good visual cue. Hold on. Okay, let's start it again. Okay, I guess I'll have to do death again. That's alright. I'll make a save at that fight. Some things are easier to do just live than explaining it, so that's what's happening there. So that's like a backup kill. If you miss the hits, don't worry, just kill him with the spear. Special. Should be able to get him before he gets off his second attack. Okay. I'm just gonna kill Medusa again. and save after. Okay, so we'll stand here in the middle. I offset myself a little bit to the left. I look at Eric's foot there and put it on the line. Let's try to get the visual cues again. Okay, you see how the silver leftmost column? That's when you want to throw your first axe. Alright, that's a good visual cue. So you see the split image when it reaches the line just behind Eric. That's when you throw your second one. And you keep doing that. And you repeat that for the entire fight. So she'll always start with the high visual, and then all the other ones will be the lower visuals. Okay, so there's a 5th cycle and a 6th and another 4. This fight is long and boring and it's easy to get distracted. I like to move my eyes to make sure I'm always following the visuals, but it comes natural after a while. This is the longest one, 6 hits. I'm going to show you how you do the spear in the end in case you don't have enough gems. That can happen. So you want to jump towards her and back like this before she spawns. Just make sure you get to the other half before she spawns. Okay, you could do that as well if you're running, if you didn't have enough axes. And that's it. It's a long and boring fight, but it's easy to, like I said, make a mistake from just falling asleep. And now we have Drac left. If you have 0 gems here, go ahead and grab a few along the way here. It's nice to have 3 or 4 just as backup. I want to keep the axe for this fight. There's 3 phases to Drac. So you always want to stay distance and pop him in the head when he looks up. You have plenty of time to react because his transition is really slow. Sometimes he'll spawn on you, sometimes he'll spawn at a fixed place. But regardless what it is, like, just react to it. The last hit will always be in the middle. Right here. The second fight can be annoying, so here when you stop hearing the transition audio, do a hold up spear right here. Then hit again, and try to get to where they're going to guess the spawn. It's RNG. You want to kill it fast and avoid getting hit by those fireballs. So this is the final phase. So when he turns orange, you want to hit it up. Or do 5 spears like that. Like that. Okay. I knew that was going to happen. Oh, and I didn't make a save. Okay, well, I'm going to save everybody the trouble here. I'm not doing that again. We conveniently have a death save state. No, that's not a death save state that I want. I want a Drac save state, which for some reason I've called Elizabeth Bartley. Let's not pay attention to that. Alright. So here's my visual where I want my flame just to edge the ghost figure here. As soon as you can, hit upwards to hit Drac. And and jump again to safely hit those pieces. Then get to the left side here. Not quite to the edge, but pretty far. And just hit upwards. You'll be safe here. The last phase, step back. Backwards hit, upwards hit, forward, up, and finish with an axe. If you don't get it, it's no big deal. There's plenty of ways to deal with the last fight. You should have a lot of health just to do it. And here, if you lose a spear, I'm going to intentionally lose it. You can still do this strat. It'll take more hits. So don't give up if you ever get hit there. You can still set this up perfectly. You can still do this with a couple extra hits too. I intentionally get hit here just to maximize the hits. And I get him on the way up. Nope, I didn't get him. There we go. Practice drag. It's scripted to an extent. He's just gonna jump where you are, so just react accordingly. Of course, you want to grab the final orb here. Always, it lags a little bit, so try avoiding doing the spear until the orb is all formed. And there you go. That's Castlevania Blloodlines. Yeah, so like I said, this is a very quick run through unedited version of a tutorial, but it should teach you a lot to get started nonetheless. And there's also some advanced strats in there, so you have all the tools to get a decent time in the game now. A lot of that are actually world record strats, so don't be alarmed if it takes a little bit of time to learn. It's not an easy game. But I hope this will be helpful, and awaiting, I'll make a full edited video with the help of some friends in the community. Take a little while to come up, but it should be really good. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed, and thanks for watching.